So welcome back to Airsoftology Mondays, the show that answers your questions, helps you out in a pinch, and also keeps stringing you along waiting for that loadout video. I know, it's coming, I promise. It's gonna be good, just patience. I'm your host, Jonathan Higgs, and you know what? First, before we get into anything, let me wish you all a very happy new year. I hope you had a great holiday season. Things were fantastic. You got a whole bunch of new airsoft toys, and I hope I maybe helped you out a little bit in making some of those decisions this holiday season in your purchases. If not, keep asking those questions below. I'll do my best to get to every single one of them. You guys have so many great things. You know, I'm never hurting for content. In fact, I've got to cut so many great questions out every single show to get this down to size, but fear not, guys. I have some great news for you, tons of great news in this new year. First off, the podcast is coming back. Yep, you guys did it. You've made it. With the help of what you guys are doing and continuing to do on the Patreon, supporting us, we are bringing the podcast back. So 2015 is the year of the return of the Airsoftology podcast, in addition, of course, to Mondays, the review videos, and I'm bringing in a whole series of Milsim event videos this year. So you guys have been asking, I am going to be doing gameplay videos as well. So you're going to see 2015 be a huge, huge year with Airsoftology, and that is all thanks to every single one of you out there that watch this show, the reviews, and everything else. Guys, I cannot thank you enough for all the help you've done making this grow. We actually hit 30,000 subscribers just last week. Blew my mind because I was just at 20 not too long ago, and that means so much to me. Thank you again. I'm humbled by your superior firepower. Also coming up, I've got some things. In fact, stay to the end of this video. I've got a giveaway. It's the first giveaway, and I've got some more giveaways down the pipeline. So like I said, 2015 is going to be huge with all kinds of stuff, including me being able to give back to you thanks to some of the people that send some products into this show. Well, guys, enough about all the introductions. I know there's so many things. There's even more I could tell you about, but I'm not going to bore you. Let's dig right on in and get to those questions. Sean Phillips writes, hey Jonathan, is wondering what are the best goggles for airsoft fog-wise. If you had to choose one pair, what would it be? Oakley M-frames, turbofans, thermals, etc. I have boogie regulators now and could use something a step up. Thanks. I'm with you on the regulators. I like the regulators. I like the profile, but sometimes the fog thing can be an issue. If you sit still, they are gonna fog. I mean, they're really designed to be moving. So if you're really aggressive, they work well. I'll tell you right now, to be honest, the Vulcan Zulu goggles are really nice. I think for the price, they do a good job, thermal lenses, and really to minimize the fog. I think thermal lenses is the key when it comes to goggles. Just like the Dye, I've got a Dye i4 mask and that thing can never fog. I've tried to fog it, it won't. So yeah, try those Vulcan goggles. Those will work out really good for you. And if you can find them, the Voodoo Tactical goggles are pretty nice as well. They're also thermal pane lenses. So both of those are really good options. When it comes to the fans, like the turbo fans, whether it's, you know, Smith or Revision or any of those companies, I've had mixed luck. It could be my bad luck. It could be some of my teammates too, because we've all kind of had this mixed luck. But the fans, it doesn't matter what brand, seem to kind of give out. They don't seem to have enough horsepower to last a long time. Maybe it's my bad luck. I'm not trashing them or anything, but I really, to me, if I'm gonna depend on goggles, I can't have them just dying on me in the middle of a game. So yeah, stick with something thermal paned. I think those Vulcan ones are pretty solid as well as the Voodoos. Blake Quinn writes, hey Jonathan, some say Tokyo Marui is dead. Is this true? Dead? No, but they don't really market outside of Japan that much. In fact, they're really focused on the Japanese market. So you're not really seeing a lot of Tokyo Marui products wander out into the other countries. In fact, when you do see them here in the States or some other countries as well, it's typically because some retailer has gone out of their way to make sure they can get those imported in. And so, you know, for me, are they dead? Absolutely not. I mean, these guys are innovating. They got the recoil shock system in some of their new M4s. They always have some of the best pistols out there when it comes to gas blowbacks, but they just don't really market outside of Japan. I think it's a lot of different things. It's one, the power requirements are a lot lower in Japan, and then of course the trademark thing. You know, you can't put a Glock or anything out there in a different market that would violate trademarks. So I think if you put all those things together, there's so few of their products you can get outside of the country because they're not working with other brands for trademark deals. But no, they're still alive and kicking, and I think you're gonna see them for many years to come. RedWolf Airsoft writes, can you review a very popular airsoft gun we don't get in Hong Kong, maybe the Spectre RDP from Echo 1? I'm very interested to have your opinion on this particular item. Tim, P.S. See you in New Mexico in April if you're going. All right, so this one definitely won the most likes award for this week. And yes, Tim, thank you. I will be there in New Mexico. I'm gonna be there in April. It's gonna happen. I can't freaking wait. It's so exciting. And what you don't know, he's talking about the Playas Mexico game held by American Milsim. God, I can't remember the name of it. to save me right now the name of the op, but it's held in Playa, New Mexico in April. Absolutely a must-have. It's this deserted town. But anyway, back to the true core of the question, Tim. Yeah, I would love to get a hold of the Spectre RDP. I'll reach out to Echo One, talk to Brian. In fact, I may be able to hit him up here at SHOT Show here in a couple weeks when we head there to Las Vegas and see if I can maybe get one for review here for the channel, because I'm interested in it too. It's kind of like so ugly it's cool looking, if that makes any sense, you know? But I definitely want to get it because it's such a small little package. I'm a big fan of like little small defense weapons, especially AEGs. So yep, Tim and the rest of the channel, stay tuned. I'm going to really try to get that RDP on as a review coming up very shortly. Then Clausen writes, hey Jonathan, I would like to know about grenade launchers. When players show up with them at the games, they often are laughed at. Could you give some pros and cons about the use of grenade launchers? You know, I do see a lot of people give people a hard time with grenade launchers, and I think there's a spot for them. If you're going to use them as a primary or as just kind of a shock and awe weapon, it works really well. In fact, I got some footage I need to put up for you guys of some amazing M79 grenade launcher kill streaks at a CQB field. You kind of soft load them with green gas, put a ton of BBs in so the FPS isn't that hard at all. It's like in the 100s, and just running around getting some great up-close shots with it. So yeah, I think if you're going to play it that way, they work fantastic. I mean, laugh all you want. If you're getting some killer kills with them, it is so satisfying. I think at big events, they work really well too, especially like American Milsim that allows vehicles in the field, and the M203 now plays a role in taking out a vehicle. That is so critical, like loading with foam rockets, things like that. Same goes with squad fire and squad support. If you're really good at using them, you can drop these things. I've seen guys shoot them like 150, 200 feet and put them in the middle of a squad of people and get that splash damage kill. Again, it's all if your field allows it. So yeah, I mean, I see people make fun of it, and at the end of the day, it's a big shotgun if you're just gonna load it with BBs, but if you're gonna use those foam rockets and you have targets that you can use to effectively take out with a 40mm grenade launcher, then heck yeah, man, I'd be all over it. Oh yeah, and by the way, Finn, thanks for watching. By the way, guys, if you don't know, Finn is one of the long-standing fans of the show. He's been around since the podcast days, so big shout out there, buddy. Love you. Tactical Hippie writes, hey John, how do you keep your beard so pristine? Actually, I get up and I bathe it every single day with the tears of all the noobs I've slayed on the field. Or I just wash it and comb it and keep it trimmed. Airsoft Guy 321 writes, hey John, are fuses worth having, or is it better just to remove them completely? You know, there's some manufacturers that are actually just deleting the fuse. I mean, even if you don't have a MOSFET, they're still getting rid of them. Like Classic Army, for example, they stopped including them in their new designed AEG. Same with Apex, because they share the same internals. But yeah, aside from that, I personally take them out. Any gun that has one in there, I will take it out. It's a responsibility thing. I mean, it's there to protect you in case you have some voltage issues or you're putting too much stress and asking for too much juice on the motors, usually in a low battery situation or a jam. Those kind of things are what the fuse protects you of. If you just know to stop shooting if something weird happens, then yeah, take it out. But remember, you're kind of on your own at that point, you know, it's that one layer of protection you're removing. But in the flip side, you do get about a 1 to 1.5 rounds per second increase and a little better perceived trigger response. So yeah, it's kind of a trade-off. If you're willing to take the risk, yeah, go for it. Lemon Dude Kelly writes, you helped me narrow it down and now I got a Crytek CRB. What attachments do you recommend for CQB? Okay, my two must-haves for CQB are red dot, some kind of like hollow sight, red dot sight, aim point, something where you can get a nice sharp, quick target acquisition, and a bright flashlight for blinding your opponents and also using it to trace your BBs in on dark like CQB fields that are indoor. Those are my two must-haves. Everything else, you can get a lot of stuff like foregrips and junk, but those are the two that I would definitely have on the top of my personal list when I go play CQB. All right, this week, no video recommendation in the normal way. Actually, I'm gonna tell you to go check out one of my other videos. I know it's self-serving, but it's not actually. This is for you guys, and this is for the BE Headwear Just Right Bluetooth beanie that lets you hook up to your phone and you can listen to music through it. It's got speakers and it's got a microphone so you can take calls. I really enjoyed the product, and sometimes when these companies send me products, I get more than one. So this is the one I actually reviewed, but I did get a second one that's still brand new in the packaging, and it's the Just Right. This one comes in a cool gray color, and I'm gonna give this away to one of you guys, one of the lucky viewers, and all you gotta do is this, just ask a good question. Do what you normally do every single week. There's no trick to it or anything like that. Just put a good question down there. The questions that I picked to be aired on the show, I'll be narrowing down from those people and do a random drawing at the end of the show, live here on next week's Mondays between the ones that get on the show, and those are the ones that will get picked. So guys, guys, good luck. Just remember, do what you always do. Ask those questions down below and I will get you guys in the running. And again, a huge thanks to BE Headwear for sending a second one in. I'm able to do this giveaway for you guys. And stay tuned, we're gonna be doing a lot more of these giveaways very shortly. And next week, don't worry, the video recommendation of the week will be coming back too. All right, guys, that's it for this week's show. Remember, if you want your question on, just like I said earlier, get it down there in the comment section below. And of course, check it out. If you do put a question down there, you're gonna be in the running for a chance to win the beanie. Pretty much anywhere is cool as long as I can export this thing. So make sure your country allows it and then you're in the running on that. But yeah, also remember in 2 weeks, I'm gonna be at SHOT Show. I'll be doing some live blogging, well, semi-live. I'll be actually recording from the field show floor and posting those up as the days go on, and then coming back and producing my normal videos like I've done in the past for SHOT Show after the fact when I return from that. So guys, stay tuned, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember, be cool, have fun, go out, play some airsoft, but no matter what you do, call your freaking hits.